busted ass, was coming over to the crib, right? And so I was feeling a little hungry. So I asked her, I was like, hey, can you, grab me food? I'm hungry and I don't want to leave the crib. She said, oh, sure. If you pay for it, I'll pick it up. So then I asked, wait, do I have to pay for it in order for you to bring me food? She said, yes, because if I pay for it, it puts me in my masculine energy. Wait, so we've been dating for a little while and you can't bring me food? $20? Unless I pay for it? And to me, I am not one to keep score. And so if you can't bring somebody that you've been talking to, dating, a $20 meal because that puts you in your masculine, major red flag. And then I posted about it on my Instagram story. And one young lady was like, well, I would have done the same thing if we're not exclusive. Exclusive? Baby, we're talking about a $20 meal. I didn't ask you to go to the grocery store, cook, fill out my refrigerator.
So it's key that she was already going to his house, right? Because that's already a certain dynamic that I personally don't engage in very much. In the sense of driving to a man's house, you're really going out of your way, and then he's also comfortable asking you to go even more out of your way, which shows quite a few things, right? It shows a bit of laziness. It shows a lack of effort. She probably already felt like he was wasting her time, like he doesn't really care, like he's not really trying to put in any effort. And then on top of that, she was like, and you have the audacity to ask me for food for you to pay for it when I'm already driving to you. And she probably already doesn't want to be driving to him, because you know how a lot of times the person whose house you're at more of the time is the person who has the upper hand in one way or another. Not always, but a lot of the time, and specifically in my experience. And so she already knows that. And she knows she's dating a sassy man who like wears under eye things when he drives. You know what I mean? That aside, feeling entitled to being nurtured without commitment, that is a new age thing, right? And don't let these men convince you that it's not, because in what other decade are they like trying to really, really in a valid way complain about a woman not spending money to feed him when they're not even exclusive and she's already going out of her way to see him? You better call Tyrone. Honestly. And that is the era we're in right now, is where they're like really, really asking for a lot. And they're like, can you pay for this? Can you pay for that? No, we're all leaving. And I feel like he just doesn't respect that maybe exclusivity is a big deal to her. Maybe commitment is something she's looking for. And so sometimes women dip below their standards, and then men do certain things or ask for certain things that remind them what their standards are. And that just might have been that moment for her of, oh, I actually hate this dynamic and I don't want to lean into it any more than I already am. And that is valid.